a lot of our mutual boxes.
Yeah. Because I know you wanted to go to one of my services, didn't you?
Yeah, I would like to do that at some point.
Yeah.
Should see his whiskey collection right now. It just continues to grow.
I mean, I saw it how many weeks ago?
Continues to grow.
It's grown since then. Like I said in the chat, I
Yes.
said in that one chat, I got the Lagavulin one, and then I got the next Larceny barrel proof that came out. Was it the B batch? I think because I have the A batch already, which you guys have tasted.
Yes.
So I got the B batch in that.
Okay.
So yeah, just a few other things.
Okay, we should be back up again. For anyone trying to watch these, I do apologize. Apparently,
And we're back.
my service provider has been dropping connections, and it is causing issues with all.
Are you not Google Fiber eligible yet?
That's what they're putting in, I think, around here now. All the digging and stuff that's
Yeah.
going on. So I'm really hoping.
I have Mediacom right now because it's fine and it's actually cheaper than Google Fiber right now. But once my promotion ends, I'll be switching.
Promotion.
Yeah, it's basically $60 a month. So
Yeah, that's about what I'm paying.
So, you were started by the goblin. The thoughts of Elson still sort of sting in your head. You're not able to focus on them to get any more information. Yeah, beyond just Elson and Littleton. But the end of your watch comes, and that you all achieve a long rest.
hooray!
It only took 2 hours.
It only took an hour. It's
Oh
fine.
my god.
Yeah.
Listen, there was a lot of role playing during that.
There was.
A lot happened.
I'm sad that my vision ended. I was gonna ask about the young orc boy.
Half orc, but okay.
Half orc.
I suppose the finer details are lost to the Aasimar.
As you're all sort of beginning to rouse, you look over and like through all of this, Elkhorn has just been like hardcore. Like your snoring was particularly bad last night, but Elkhorn's is always just sort of a low level like buzz, like going, and he like sound does not seem to get through to this.
Would it be
I get the
mean
sense
to
he-
pour a pail of water on him?
I think he would find it playful. If it were playful.
I was gonna put the fire out with this, but
Morning already?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he kind of like rolls to his side and then like sits up. I just.
Had a wee bit too much, did we?
Can there be too much?
Oh, there most certainly can. There can.
I knew I liked Elkhorn.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've spent this many nights in my armor.
You don't have to sleep in your armor.
No, but if we're attacked, I'd rather have it than not.
We've been attacked in our sleep before.
I try not to remember that.
Love you, Sam.
So long rest achieved.
Hooray!
The morning is yours to. Well, it's the morning again. Feywild, everything is perpetual twilight.
Right.
But
That's right.
Well, we're missing our compatriots, but what was this about a bell?
Do I gotta ring it?
I don't know. It's supposed to take us to Heart's Desire, which is where we're trying to get to.
Well, seems like a faster way than walking.
Let's ring the bell!
Alright, Quasimodo.
Errik was like tearing off up the stairs.
Absolutely.
Oh shit! All right.
Eric's like sanctuary.
trying to like pack up his stuff as quickly as it's all
Right.
like damp and everything, so he's like brushing the water off. Of the
Make
side.
sure we're there first before you do it.
Yay!
Oh god.
the other of you eventually like put your packs together, smother the fire, everything, and make your way. You do find Errik just sort of like up the stairs, like in the
I like to
library.
think at the top of the stairs in excitement. Yeah. I do a backflip.
Yep, acrobatics.
Ugh, not as good as I normally do. 9.
9.
It's early.
So you
You're
rush
not
up
warmed
to
up.
the top of the steps, and you try to do this backflip off the top of the steps to like the lower steps. But it's early morning, and so you're still like a little
Haven't
stiff
stretched.
from the sleep. And these steps are closer together than you think that they are. So as you finish the backflip, you get your toes on the step that you intended, but the heels of your feet are coming off. Roll a dex save for me.
Okay.
Am I standing behind him to catch him?
Yeah, how close are we? Can we grab
You guys
him?
are kind of at the bottom of the steps, I would say.
17.
17. So you come down and like you hit on your toes and you have this moment of oh shit, because like you think you're gonna slip, and so you bear down and you're able to in very like prime form keep your toes on the edge of this step, and you're sort of like sitting like, okay, am I okay?
Oh!
Yeah.
What did you do?
we were talking.
Sorry, I didn't see anything.
Errik has 100-yard stare. Let's ring the bell.
So
Someday.
Someday.
Your acrobatics will be known throughout the labs,
So you go.
far and wide.
Find the staircase and you go up the 2 levels to find the room with the hidden belfry in it. Let me pull up. So the room still has like the various bottles of crackling lightning within them, sort of on the shelves around the edges of the room. They seem to be holding their charge. You're not sure exactly how they function, or how they were used before, but they're still in here and still going. The room is sort of a scattered mess as you had gone through it before, and the various sheets of parchment that were not enchanted are sort of strewn about, and the other sheets of parchment that were akin to flying away either were burned or able to make it out through the window.
We still have some in the cage.
Within the cage, or did you take those in? Oh, you took the cage, didn't you?
Right, yeah, we took
Yeah.
the cage. I think it's with Anna, but yeah.
Yeah,
We had the
you
cage.
guys had the
like
cage with the
3 of the-
the 3
Mhm.
letters.
Yes, correct.
But the rafters uncovered. The bell sits above you. And there's a when you cleared the rafter boards, a long rope had fallen down that is connected to the bell. It looks like actually like a church bell where you would actually pull inside, it would tip the bell and like be able to ring the gong inside.
Is this time then? Truly?
Say we all try pulling it at the same time.
Ooh.
See, to make sure it gets us all at once.
I'm a little nervous now.
Alright. Just lift Elkhorn up so he can reach the fucking bell.
3, 2, 1.
Oh!
There's this gong, and you hear this like radiating through the distance, and it chimes 3, 4, 5, and then seems to settle into the wavering back and forth.
Did it work?
Make a perception check for me.
Perception check. Not with the dice I
All right.
had last time.
21.
Come on, pop a new pair of shoes.
14.
15.
Natural 20 plus 6.
Oh.
Ow!
So, Red, you're kind of like looking around, looking up the bell. Like, doesn't seem like there's any magic that really radiated off of it that you could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looking around the room, if anything has changed, kind of looks the same. You both turn and look out through the doorway to the balcony outside, and you see it first. Far away toward where the palace is, you see a flock of giant cranes.
Oh.
Slowly moving toward this balcony.
I believe it's not a magical thing. I think we're just ringing a bell.
Oh.
Calling some cranes to come pick us up.
I see that now, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
you do see now that he's put it out.
Well,
more formal.
hopefully they'll be kinder than when Anna turns into a bird and carries us.
Yeah, but it would have been more discreet. This does make me a little
The
nervous.
chuckling is in character, by the way.
Yeah.
Something funny, Zav?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is.
And you see them
The
all,
dudes!
You see them all on the horizon, and you think, oh, they'll be here in 5 minutes or so. And 5 minutes passes, and they're bigger, and still coming. And 5 more minutes,
They're a long ways away.
and 5 more minutes,
Or they're just really large.
And slow.
and around the 20-minute mark, they do arrive. Each one taking up basically the entire size of this balcony area.
Jesus!
As they land one at a time. There are 4 of them for 4 of you.
Okay.
Well, that's convenient.
The other 3 circle as the one alights and kind of lowers its head and beckons for one of you to climb aboard.
Who would like to go first?
Fine, I'll do it.
Fucking wimps. Wait, what was that?
I said, I got the chimps.
What's a chimp?
Oh, it's like the chills.
You climb up onto the back
Fucking
of this
weird.
crane, and it does wait for you. Like you're worried, like you really grab on because you're worried it's going to take off as soon as you get a hold of it.
Uh-huh.
But it waits and it lets you get like completely
Okay.
settled in, so on, and it kind of like tilts its head back to check you once more, and then, whew, and the lights from the thing, and it is soft and comforting.
Feels great, boys.
And the next one lights down.
What does that mean?
That boy really likes birds. And Errik starts walking.
And Elkhorn, can I get a hand? Can I get next and get a hand?
Yep.
Like,
Absolutely.
so he kind of walks over and is like looking, like trying to figure
How
out
tall
a
are you?
way to get up onto it. So one of you give an assist for Elkhorn to get onto the crane.
Wait, we're not getting into how tall Errik is.
Oh,
Because I'm like...
pretty sure you would be taller. But...
Yeah, generally speaking.
Probably.
Because he's like, yeah, I
Here it
got
is.
this. I'm like,
I'm 6'8".
Jesus. You are tall.
Yeah.
I think Zav's about an even 7. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm only 6 foot.
Oh, you short little
Only.
bean.
I'm a short king.
All right, yeah. So we're comparable.
What is average elf height?
Elves are a little bit taller,
Mhm.
but 6'8" still pretty tall for an elf, I think.
Sure. Okay. And I mean half, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe your dad's real tall.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Your dad was, in fact, very tall.
Oh,
not
there you go.
not 6'8" tall, but he was tall.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe it just runs in the family. Maybe his dad was real tall. Skips a generation.
That could be.
Yeah.
So you like kind of have Elkhorn gets on the and kind of like leans in. Oh, this is nice. And he just takes off. All right, there we go. And the next one lights down.
All right.
After you.
Okay. There he
And
goes.
then Zav and Errik, the last one lights for Errik, and
Oh, he wasn't kidding.
yeah, it just the next two. There's not really.
Yeah.
I like to walk up to the crane first.
Oh boy.
Give
Offered
him
some
some
peanuts.
nuts.
And of course, I freaking knew it.
kind of like looks at them for a second, and then just leans back, like as if to say no thank you. Like it kind of shakes its head side to side, Doesn't seem interested.
Pop him in my mouth.
Pop some nuts in your mouth.
I whisper in the crane's ear, preparing him for what I'm about to do. And I walk behind the crane, put my arms out, and I attempt a backflip onto the crane's back.
Oh my god.
Roll acrobatics for me.
No one's gonna see it.
God damn, another 12.
12. So these cranes are very, very big. So you think to yourself, okay, I really have to like leap up to get on this thing. And in your exuberance and your excitement, you overdo it a little bit. And you actually clear the crane and start off the side of the castle.
Oh my god.
But before you're able to fully realize that you are in free fall, thousands of feet before beneath the basin of this mountain, the crane swoops down and picks you up out of the air.
Whew, that is soft.
Erik's out here, meant to do that.
And nobody saw it.
And nobody saw. That's why I asked you to go first.
Uh-huh.
So, the trek to the palace actually takes the same as a long rest. It is an 8-hour
Oh.
Wow.
journey. It is a long way to the palace. Same as when you took the hot air balloon before.
So you could have pulled the lever.
And Zav the whole time is freaking out a little bit to himself. He's having a private freak out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Sav's afraid of heights.
Are there any evil birds coming to attack our friendly birds?
The journey seems to be fairly uneventful.
Okay.
But had you any need for it, you would all have gained the benefits of a long rest at this point upon the journey. You would have time during this to further discuss and try to... the cranes are actually skilled enough to bring the two of you close to pass the necklace back and forth.
Oh.
You wouldn't be able to both look at it at the same time. You could trade sometime, because like normally it's time spent together.
Well,
so you'd have to double up the time that it would normally take to do this.
Yeah,
Some water.
But
it's 2 hours. Yeah.
you still have your advantage, and you find, for you, it's a welcome distraction.
Yeah.
To do anything else is a welcome distraction.
Yep.
And as nerve-wracking as it is to be up this high, you cannot help but feel comforted by the feel of these cranes. So,
Very soft. Very
Oh,
nice.
that's a nat 20.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what that, if that means
Yeah,
anything.
these are an advantage again. So.
Well, I mean, there's no point in rolling.
Mine was a dirty 20.
Hell yeah, let's go. We're so successful.
Yeah. Now, I will say, from the nat 20, take 2 off this one as well. Because
Oh, ka-ching!
I love
Yes!
the bros.
I'll say the nat 20 is you coming to sort of some of the realizations from the vision of the dream that Errik had.
Yes. Correct. Alright, so that is 13 now.
Yeah.
Out of 15.
So close. So close.
It's gonna be so good.
So,
It's been a long time coming.
It has. This has been 2 years in the making.
I think with that, we'll go ahead and take our break.
Thank you,
Sounds
Greg.
great. Thank you.
Take a break.
Hopefully,
The internet will not
Sydney
be peaking.
almost joining us by the time
Yes.
Yay!
we're done with the break. Now that everything's working. Message.
That you say that.
Oh no.
She did say, I may have to sit out for tonight because by the time I get there, I'd maybe have an hour because she'd get here around 9. It sounds like.
Okay. I would still love to have her because we are introducing the new character.
Okay.
So,
I will let her know.
and that'll be about the time that Courtney's getting back to.
Okay.
Alphonse.
Very chill. You miss your mama.
Even knowing that.
find your spot over here.
I'll take some home. Are you king of the couch? Are you king of that couch?
More than enough.
Ow.
Alphonse.
Things are getting juicy.
Oh.
I never gave you a hug. I don't think.
Yeah, you did.
Did I? Oh,
Yeah, you
well, I
did.
want another.
I don't. Did you give everyone?
Can I have
else
another?
Thanks.
Ooh, shit. I spilled a little.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Been so long.
I know. Are you excited I've joined the campaign?
This is a fun edition.
It's very new for me, so it'll take some
It
time.
was
for me
new
to-
for all of us.
Yeah, it'll take some time for me.
And Sydney's first time playing.
Sydney's
D&D.
first time playing.
Yeah.
It was my first time playing when I first joined.
Oh.
It was not my first time.
Yeah, I'm a noob, so.
Role playing will come easy in terms of like it's just
Yeah.
It's just improv acting.
Well,
yes.
I also need to still like discover my character more.
Sure.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it's also feeling where the story's going and what the story needs, I feel as if too. And like inserting that as well. And then as long as you just ask Brandon, hey, can I do this? Then he'll be like, yeah, roll this, or oh, just do it. And it becomes easy then. As the adjudicator. Also, I didn't have Brandon.
Oh.
And he made me tear up and cry.
Right away, too.
Yeah.
Immediately. As soon as the Pan's Labyrinth hit, I'm like, oh!
I've gotten very connected with Errik. I put a lot of heart into his backstory.
I love him.
And I definitely, way early on, laid a lot of foundation or just like, this is kind of what Errik thinks and that's why he grabbed it. But I don't know. I don't want to know until it happens. And that felt like a very nice confirmation and to know I've got Mama watching.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It's like Errik didn't actually know his mom, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nope, he was raised by his father.
Ew.
But Erik's conflicted now
Yeah.
because maybe it's his perception of things, as sometimes these things are.
Parent relationships are weird too.
I thought it'd be fun.
Reality or fantasy.
So much is.
Ooh, ask me how I know.
That's a nice kick to it. I like that.
Hmm?
Oh, that has a nice kick to it. I really like that. The Pringles.
Oh yeah. You do the verde or the barbacoa?
The Verde.
Did we crush the buffalo dip?
I think
I
so.
know it's in the fridge.
No, it's in the fridge.
You're in the fridge.
It's in the fridge.
You're in the
Echo!
fridge.
Echo!
Am I the only one who's played role-playing games before you guys all did D&D together?
No, I've been playing forever.
Okay. Because I was doing it from like my high school years, but I didn't play D&D. I played a game called Palladium.
Oh, then yeah, I've played that.
It's very much like a more of like a do it yourself type situation. So like all the campaigns and stuff were homebrewed.
Now, there was we played Ghosts of Saltmarsh like 5 or 6 years ago, and it's ghosts obviously. But my character was again a half orc. I'm sorry, I have a type, but it was a half orc lady. But the GM kept making it so that all the NPCs thought she was a man, and kept being like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" And like calling her a man. She'd be like, "Oh," and she had like a deep Southern accent, and she also didn't believe in ghosts, despite playing a. So she'd be, I don't believe in no ghost of booze. But she eventually got so tired of being called a dude that I'm playing like, you know what? All these, like, there's like a crowd of NPCs around them because they're like, yay, you did something good, and like, way to go, bro. And she's like, I'm like, she lifts up her shirt and shows her tits to the crowd and goes, I'm a fucking lady! DM loved it so much, he gave me a new homebrew trait that I got a +5 to intimidation checks if I was flashing something.
That's great. That's great.
Maybe my favorite moment ever.
I'm going to use the restroom.
Not allowed.
You missed your window.
Where's Jay Jacobson when you need him?
Taking care of new baby.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Next, Trisha just.
Popped it out.
That's a way to phrase it.
Huh?
You said popped it out.
Well, he said that.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's what I meant. Just poop.
I mean, if it were only that easy.
He's gonna pop the baby.
Night puns.
He's being so chill. I love it.
so chill. Your tail going everywhere. You are so cute.
He really is.
Yeah, you're cute and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know you're pretty. Yeah.
You got the slow blink. Oh my
do.
goodness.
You are pretty and you're showing off right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's like doing the slow tail.
And the slow blink. And,
Yeah.
That's a happy baby.
Yeah.
Hey,
showing
that
off
cat
right
loves compliments. Jesus.
Yeah.
now. You're showing off right now. Mm-hmm. You're showing off right now. Yeah. You sure are. Because you're so darn cute. The tail. I just think about the tail.
It's a happy
Are you
boy.
showing off? Yeah. Yeah, you're showing off. Yeah.
He's just a baby.
You're silly. You're just a baby. Yeah. It like gets more rabid when I talk.
Alphonse.
Alphonse. Yeah. You're pretty, baby. You're pretty kitty. Yeah. You're pretty. Yeah. You're handsome. I'm sorry, handsome.
What did you say about me?
We said you're pretty.
You're so pretty. Aren't you, Alphonse? Yeah.
Aren't you, baby?
I forgot Cookie.
Yeah, you better go do that.
Cookie.
Cookie?
Is there any cow tit juice here?
No, it's all from almonds.
Almond tits?
Yep, almond
Yeah.
titties.
There is a little bit of half and half in there, so you could do something with that. But it's
That sounds yuck.
I feel
Yeah.
like that would be good.
Thick.
I feel like that would
I
not
was like,
be
you might regret that the next morning.
Yeah.
Nothing like buffalo dip and half and half.
Oh.
Buffalo dip in half and half?
Oh, God.
Ew. Oh, that's awful.
I can feel the curdling now.
Oh my god.
Have you ever had a cement mixer?
I have not,
I have
but
once
I'm
in my
aware
life,
of them.
never again.
They're awful.
There's
Never again.
Someone got you?
there's a
Someone got me.
there's a
It's
seasonal drink at the
awful.
Horizon Line
Well,
Coffee.
maybe I'll have to make you one.
Oh.
Yeah,
I just need to buy some Baileys because I got the lime juice.
Don't do
Is
it.
that
Don't
all
do
it
it.
is?
Don't do that to him.
You literally, so it's Baileys, and then you put the lime juice in there, but you don't take the shot right away.
Right.
You gotta let it settle.
Stir it and then shake.
No.
That's what I've heard.
No.
You literally just put it in there, give it like 5 seconds,
That's what she said.
It's so
and
bad.
then you shot it. Because what
That's
happens
so
is
bad.
the lime juice causes it to curdle.
Yeah.
So it's like cement, basically.
It's so
But
bad.
I guess I had never taken one.
Yeah.
But when I like turned 21, there was like a handful of people that were like, someone's going to offer you a cement mixer shot when you turn 21. Don't take it. But they all said you would take one shot of the either lime juice or Bailey's, probably the Bailey's, because that tastes better.
Yeah.
Follow it with the lime juice, and then
you shake your
told
head.
to cement mix it.
That's
and
how
so
I
you're
put it
supposed to
too.
shake, and then it curdles as you're shaking.
Nope.
Yeah, pass. I'd rather just do the other version.
I'd rather die.
But they don't tell you that's what's going to happen.
You like the strings of curdling. This is like more like chunks of curdling when you get that
Stop
much.
it. God.
Just give me an Irish car bomb.
To this day, my favorite shot still, they called it a purple nerd. At this place I used to go to, and it literally tasted like a purple nerd. It was so good.
Nice.
Mm.
I
It was like
love
grape
a
pucker, something else in it, but it maybe watermelon pucker in it, and then something else, but it literally tasted like a grape nerd, and it was so fucking
I
good.
love a lemon drop shot, man.
Oh, me too.
I once had a shot called a used condom, and it literally looked like a used condom.
Oh, God.
Ew.
It was delicious.
Ew.
That's
Uh-uh.
gross.
No thanks.
We need
Ew.
tequila shots again.
I love tequila shots.
I know you do.
I need with
Yeah,
lime,
there's-
though. I can't do it with
Oh yeah,
lime and
absolutely.
salt. I
Lime
can't.
and salt. Gotta do
There's
it.
I'm
the
just trying to get
blowjob
close to
shot.
just doing them
Have
on the wall.
you been to a place called Eat the Worm in Omaha, in the old market area?
It's
They're like
vanilla
a tequila
schnapps
bar.
topped with a splash of tequila rose.
Ooh, that does sound good.
But you
The
you would like
used
it,
condom?
Dan.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, the used
literally a
condom, yeah.
tequila bar, and they have like all these different tequilas.
Ooh.
And sometimes like they'll make late night bites, like tacos and stuff. But
Shit,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
Let's
it's
go.
good.
Let's go to Omaha.
Yep.
I'm going tomorrow. Well,
Bros
that-
Road trip.
Going
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes. Road trip.
Yes.
Road trip.
Road trip. You want to go on a road trip?
When?
I don't know. I'm bad at calendars.
I've got like 5 weddings this fall, so
Right,
that's
yeah.
why I'm
Hypothetical road trip at some point to Omaha to that tequila place. What's it called?
Eat the Worm.
Eat the Worm.
Oh god, I can't handle tequila.
You mentioned
It's
blowjobs.
really good.
Yeah, blowjob shot.
What?
So it's
Wait, I know how
that-
you're supposed to drink them,
that
but what's
one
in
I
them?
That was not.
I didn't like it.
If
Where I thought it was going.
It's Bailey's Kahlua and then whipped cream on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, then you,
Is that what's happening on the road trip?
A blowjob shot.
You know, bros and blowjobs.
You know.
just bros being bros, man.
hey man, reach around is common courtesy. Just saying.
And with that, shall we?
Please don't copyright. Please
Back to the bro.
Please don't
the
ban
bro
this
session.
YouTube.
Yeah, right. Thankfully, I'm not monetizing any of this, so
You wouldn't be able to monetize until you get 1,000 subscribers and have over like 8,000 hours watched or something like that.
So, but even if we because like I just putting it up there just to have storage. So, all right, let's see.
Time to change
I so
the
would
map.
like share our sessions, but I know for a fact, already based off of evidence, that my grandma would be on there watching it because she commented on the drawing that Courtney made.
Oh.
She commented on like your post of like the sweet one. And Grandma Carol loves our rollies.
Oh.
I don't
That's
think my
awesome.
grandma's on Facebook.
Grandma's very active. My grandma's very active.
Mine can get around a smartphone just fine. It's,
boy.
She just doesn't do Facebook.
Oh boy.
Social.
Have to get some height off this.
Is it in the middle of an ocean?
It's Peach's Castle.
That's just how the boards are created, so that things gotta function. But a twilit palace emerges dreamlike from the clouds. A great marble tower ringed by delicate spires casts its shadows over the rooftops below. Another tower teeters nearby, torn from its foundations and held aloft by a coiled beanstalk. Monstrous vines cling to the palace walls and choke the promontory of rock on which it perches. And actually have a actual like art
Ooh.
on this. So
Cool.
There are giants in the sky.
yeah, kinda. That's part of it.
What? Oh no. Oh no.
How are we?
Hopefully friendly giants.
So actually I should change music here. Let's go for...
Did you learn your lesson, you little shit? Yeah, I did. Good. Still not gonna use you.
At first, I thought you were talking to me, like in reference to Jack.
Oh! Yeah, Jack, did you learn your lesson, you little shit?
No.
Yeah, Jack did
I
well.
want a golden goose.
Stop that hen! And a hen. That's my favorite.
I like that.
Should put bird sounds on my acting resume.
Yes, you should.
If I've got burp on command, like bird sounds gotta be on there.
True.
So the group arrives on the back of the giant cranes from Motherhorn and are deposited at the palace's front gate.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh,
So, actually,
You okay, Zab?
zoom in.
I'm fine. just
as
like
each
ground.
one alights and lets you off, it also sort of reaches under and plucks a feather from itself and offers it to you.
Thank you.
Each one.
Wait, each one does that?
Mhm.
I look into my pack. Wow, I didn't expect that. You've already given us a ride or travel here.
And it takes off.
Oh. I know that it did not like them, but it's all I have, so I toss nuts.
They kind of said the crane is like out of reach.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you don't quite realize until you've landed how fast they were actually moving, and the peanuts just sort of run off the edge of the mountainside here. The feather itself does radiate like a contained bit of magic. You're not sure what it is, but you do get the sense of there's some sort of contained magic within this feather.
Cool.
Let's pack that away.
Mm-hmm.
So, from your visage sort of at the start here, there's also the ability to view the entirety of Prismere.
Ooh.
So you can see now where you initially arrived within Hither, made your way to the spires and some of the areas there, when you made your way through Thither, and the...
Was that the Unicorn Lake?
Mm-hmm.
And Grandfather Oak?
Yep.
Yeah. And the treehouse.
Loom Lurch.
And then where you came from in Yon, which was actually rather far away, which is why it took so long to get to the palace.
What's this misty, cloudy part?
This area here,
Mm-hmm.
this is where you traversed through from when you went from
Oh, that
Thither
was stormy.
and-
Oh.
I remember that. When we were in the balloon.
The balloon was from
Right?
from hither
To thither. No,
Yeah.
we walked through the
The-
things that we were guided by the wolves, weren't we? Or something?
well, you were guided through the wolves, like in the mountains, but there was some plains and then valleys that were shrouded in
Gotcha.
mists
Oh, okay.
when you traversed.
Remember that was
through-
that was when Cutlass was at like the height of his possession.
yeah.
Oh, yes. I do
So-
remember.
Yeah, you actually arrived in Yon, like around this area, and then sort of made through over to Crater Lake, and then back toward Mother.
Still so much to explore.
Like what?
There's those areas down there that we never went to.
I'm fine with that.
Some of the henges and such that you saw when you were camping in Yon were down around this area, but it was opposite of where you needed to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, do we knock? We're not welcome here, right?
I don't know, the hags are dead. But we do have to watch out for
The big hag,
and Elkhorn's evil group of evil.
the League of Malevolence.
Evil
Yes.
League of Evil.
Errik kind of looks proud of himself for a second.
I guess I'll see if I can just open the door.
Well, make an investigation for me.
Okay, where's my investigation? +2. 5.
Everybody.
5. So you start sort of like patting around. You're checking to see if there's any like traps or any issues with the door. Why don't the two of you take a look as well?
Yeah.
Please.
24.
Right
Oh,
here.
there you go.
12.
12. Okay. So while the two of you are kind of like looking on both sides of the gate and everything, you notice that there is a. So ivy clings to a set of silvery gates embedded in the palace's outer wall. A luxuriant garden can be seen beyond the bars of the gates. There is a flagstone just by the gate that bears an inscription that you see that reads, "The lion or the bull must wear the crown. But which one should weigh it down?"
What the fuck does that mean?
And I'll put that into the group chat.
What the fuck does what mean?
He's gonna point out the inscription.
Oh. Well, I can't say that I'm always very good with these things, but I do like riddles. I believe, to me, I read that as we could either have some kind of hag wear the crown of Prismere, like a bull, or have someone who maybe is still fierce and considered a powerful being, but maybe is a little more just, like I'm assuming Zybilna it was to this land.
I don't get it.
So as Errik is saying all this, he kind of like leans up against the gate, and it just pushes open.
Oh.
It wasn't latched or anything.
I start to explain, or I start to like...
Yeah, it's sort of like...
He's like, well, let me explain here.
That works.
Right as that happens.
Fuck.
Oh.
That sounds like a dragon.
Maybe that was the gate opening.
Hundreds of birds burst from the canopy of the ancient forest below you and scatter in all directions.
Oh boy.
Moments later, a much more fearsome creature erupts from the woods.
Oh no.
A sinewy, pale green dragon.
Oh no.
It takes to the sky and flies toward the palace.
Oh shit.
Its mighty wings carry it to great heights. And once above the palace, it circles for a moment and then drops like a stone and vanishes from sight behind the palace's high walls on the other side.
Oh, dang, I thought we were going to have to fight a dragon with just 3 people.
Right? Well, and Elkhorn. Don't forget Elkhorn.
Yeah, my heart skipped a couple beats there.
Whoa.
That was okay. Well,
Kinda
there is a dragon here. That's good to know. Does it bear any resemblance to the dragon from, I think it was Hither?
That was a Jabberwocky.
It does, in fact, bear.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it is the same dragon.
Right? Wasn't there a Jabberwock, though?
Mm-hmm.
Is that different?
That is what this is.
Okay.
Oh. So, like,
and
who all has seen it?
Did you guys see the Jabberwock?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we actually? I remember
so.
being told about it before we went north, and then when we went north on the trails, we saw the carriage destroyed, the owl bear found, and we
It might have
put
just
a bunch
been
of things together.
the 3 of us, maybe?
Yeah, I know we definitely saw the owlbear, and the owlbear's like, we got attacked.
Because I know,
But I don't know if we ever
I recall
saw.
doing a perception
We
or
looked
something
for it.
about it when we
Did
saw
we
it.
ever see it? Where's Courtney?
I was gonna say you because I remember you saw the tail end, the attack that happened, and
Right.
the remnants of that.
Yeah, and the owlbear told us
And-
about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It described a dragon-like creature too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't the unicorn say something about it too?
Yes. Said to stay away from it. If you
Right.
if it's
it
flying
catches
around
your
like
scent.
hide and it catches you, like it
Yeah,
does not
if
give
it-
up.
Right.
So
Oh.
It's
Well,
funny you
I
said
got,
that.
I got a new,
Oh.
more fun version of the Jabberwock for you all.
Oh
Tonight.
God. That's horrifying.
So this is what you saw, just sort of fly over and around the palace, and then go behind the palace and
Cool.
disappear.
Can't wait to kill it.
That looks Tolji.
That, I believe, is Jabberwock. Very bad news.
So
Just gonna tiptoe my way into
Through the
as
tulips.
best as I can with my armor.
A couple of heavily armored fucks just going clank, clank, clank.
trying to get angles here.
I
There.
do have Pass Without Trace seeds, if we're ever interested in stealth, by the way.
Is that you?
Yep.
Is that you, honey?
Any discussion of stealth, or are you just going to kind of walk in, take a look around?
Again, Are we not welcome here? It does seem like... I mean, if Zybilna is captured and we are trying to free her and there's a League of Malevolence that's potentially here and a Mother Hag...
But also remember, Igvild is Zybilna.
Right. So is Zybilna good or bad?
I don't know.
That's the question. That's the question.
That is the question for the ages.
I say we sneak.
Elkhorn, what do you think?
He kind of like looks past the gates a little bit since you guys have pushed the gate open. And so inside past the gates, without going in, you get these scents and wisps of roses, cowslips, and hyacinths suffusing through this vast garden. Ahead of you, through the gates, there's a ring of stones. Turn the camera here. Ring of stones standing that rises from the flower beds. Glittering streams divide the garden and connect with a large pond shaded by willows off the side. And the garden's silent, and what entities that you can see in through the doors seem to not be moving. However, make a perception check from where you are.
Hell yeah, let's go. 21.
Glad you got that.
7.
It's making up for my shitty rolls this evening.
14.
Yeah, you're giving me all the shit rolls now.
14.
You hear a little bit of conversation and some music just past the gates around to the side.
There's definitely someone close by. I can hear them.
I can place you guys on the map here.
What? Sorry. Dane is a little tipsy. What did you hear?
I thought that was Errik.
It worked. Why do you think I play him this way?
I said, there is someone close by. I can hear them.
Should one of us go in and the other two take flanking positions just outside the entrance?
I'm the most, I would say, charismatic of us.
That's debatable.
Somewhat to our detriment at times.
I've been working on it. And now
That's true.
I haven't shared this, but I've attempted it at least once.
Are we literally that close to this person?
So I'm saying like if you enter, this is sort of where you'd go, but I was just placing minis because it's harder to get them through the gate.
It's like, oh, she's right behind me.
So you're still outside, sort of like taking a little bit of cover, looking in at this point.
If I say anything wrong, I've been practicing magic that seems to make people forget what I said for 30 seconds.
And after that?
Then I get a redo.
You've been with him longer. I'm going to leave this to you.
I mean, kind of should be up to me as leader of the party, but...
I'll also smack him upside the head.
Just a double Gibbs.
Okay. As a member of the party.
There you go. As horrifying as this is to admit, I actually trust you. And we'll be back. We'll be there to back you up if you need it. Just be careful.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So Errik, you're entering on your own, and the others are sort of taking flank at the gates.
Mm-hmm. This might be the worst decision I've ever made. You got this. So.
Don't make Errik cry right now.
Courtney says she's just finished, about to head out.
Hooray!
Sydney is still very much on the fence if she'll be coming.
Mm.
She might be too tired.
I think that's a large part of it.
So, Errik, you do approach this first person here. You're not trying to sneak, right? You're
Sauntering.
I am sauntering.
You're sauntering. So you kind of saunter up to this first individual here who is tending to some of this flower bed in front of the gates. She is frozen, as you have seen others in the past. As when you first encountered Za'Reddick, he was frozen.
I take a moment to check to make sure there's no unicorn horn on me that's appeared of any kind.
You reach out to make contact.
Yeah. First I check myself, and then I remember the story of reaching out to touch him and having the unicorn horn appear. So I do that.
You feel a little bit of swell of energy as though you could call it if you wanted, but you don't know the person's name. And so without that, you don't know what to say in order to unlock the person from being frozen.
And this person does not look familiar to me at all?
Nope.
Okay.
You all right over there?
I turn back and say, so good so far. She's been frozen like Red was when we happened upon him. She? As I look upon this being?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess we go in and join him.
Can I do an investigation to see if they're holding anything that would give their name away? I know it's a stretch.
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
I'm not rolling great investigation. 8. I've rolled a lot of 6s tonight.
So one of the things you do discover, anything that is on this person is also frozen with them. You cannot move clothing. You can't get into pockets or anything like that. They basically have some gardening stuff that they were working on the flower beds in front of them. Pardon me. But none of them have a name or anything on it that would be listed. You do all notice that the music seems to be coming from this tent just inside the gate here.
Yo, I do believe the music's coming this way.
Which,
Should...
Zav, you heard long ago and knew exactly where it was.
Yes.
Do you think maybe two of us should flank around the tent and take either side and try to listen in before we... Or I mean, do you think we could lift up from underneath and... I don't know. Should we go in the front door?
While he's doing that, I'm just gonna walk up and look in.
Oh boy.
Okay. As you walk up, you do notice there's also a sign
to
the side of the opening here.
What does the sign say?
If anything.
Closer. And as you approach, you're able to read on the sign, "Those seeking an audience with Zybilna must register inside. Please speak with Dahlia Tempest or another representative before entering the palace."
Oh. Okay.
And as you're approaching the flap, you do hear a few additional voices inside. Roll perception for me.
Perception. Please, love of guide dice. Be nice to me this time.
You are not having a good night.
Take a guess.
Come on.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Damn.
You hear voices, but you're not able to make out any of the conversation.
Get out of there, fucking shit! Oh boy, I'll step up that way as well and see if I can't listen in a bit more. You want a perception as well?
When I see the sign, do I see the sign?
Yeah, I would say if you all kind of approach, you can all read the sign.
Can I turn back around and then try Dahlia Tempest and touching the statue woman?
So as you do, there is a flash of the unicorn horn between you and her. It's not completely substantive, but you can see the outline of it and the power, but nothing happens.
That was a 19 for perception.
Perception. One moment. Sorry, that's 50 pages of notes here. I have to go through.
It's all good.
Natural 20.
Oh, let's go.
It's your second tonight.
It is.
Was that my second natural?
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, it was, yeah, because I had to... On a perception.
Oh, you're so perceptive.
I'm seeing everything.
You're the best at seeing.
Guys, I got eyes.
Thank God.
Like, fuck for that. Got eyes for days. Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Is that something I need to add to my special skills?
Yep.
Maybe.
Sorry. Too many pages of notes. Jesus.
Too
Okay.
many pages?
Too
So
many pages.
No. You must apply the clotted cream after you put the jam on the scone.
They're baking.
No, sir. You're completely wrong on this. The cream must go on first to lay the surface, and the jam sits daintily on top. Have you not ever done this before? You hear this debate happening inside this tent.
Are they? He's smelling it.
It smells so good. I think it's gonna be safe to go in.
I think so too.
Okay. So, as you all... I assume all of you are entering.
Yes, and I would like to, if they'll allow me, to lead the charge and come in with a, how about a sprinkling of nuts?
Oh my God!
Right.
We're not with him.
So, as you enter,
I thought it was very appropriate.
so wait, who had the highest perception in the last one? Yeah. So
You rolled over me?
as
Well, 26.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, natural 20 with a +6, I guess.
God, never mind. That was him.
okay. So as you
Sorry.
as you
Take it
step
away
in
from me.
and say this, holding the nuts aloft, you find
It's only the nuts aloft.
what looks to be a human farmer, a high elf noble, seems to be an aristocrat, a headless dwarf,
Ah!
which seems to be holding conversation as well,
Oh God.
by stamping his foot once for yes and twice for no. As they're having this debate about the scones, he is vehemently like, stomps on. Very much in disagreement. You see a brown bear that is speaking
Oh.
in common. You see a human noble. And toward the back of it, you see 3 badgers that appear to be minstrels playing the instruments, playing the songs that are happening.
Oh my goodness.
How many?
3.
Badger.
Or sorry, 4 badgers.
Badger.
Mushroom. Ah, snake!
Is there any snakes?
Is there a snake?
There are no snakes within the tent.
Aw.
Mushrooms?
None that you can see. There are, however, tea and cakes strewn across the table. They look rather delicious, actually. Many of the people standing about the table involved heavily in this conversation of how you properly prepare a scone. There are also a few people off to the side here that appear to be frozen themselves.
Which ones on the side are frozen?
The ones all to the right here.
Okay.
They seem to be frozen still, not engaged in any conversation. Let's see. There is a halfling commoner and a female orc war chief and a human female.
full orc? Just out of curiosity. Or half?
Appears to be a full orc.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them are like actually lively and
So
talking.
all of the ones around the table here are sort of lively and talking, having a debate about scones. Whether you put cream on first or jam.
Well, obviously, it's the cream.
Or a sprinkling of nuts.
See, if you put the cream on first, then you miss the chance of getting the jam into the bread properly. Putting the cream on top of the jam makes for a much better experience. Sorry. Errik, as you walk in, you also notice on the table there is a wrapped present with the names of all of the fates.
What? Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that at all.
I definitely back down from what I'm. Huh?
Just to describe it,
Yep.
You've got the present. You've got this tag that has your names on it, but it's like a folded tag, and there's like it could be open to read as well.
I would like to sneakily read this if I can without them noticing.
How about some nuts?
So you walk over toward the present. I say, is this your? They do notice you. Like, roll the stealth check. But like, you're in a room that's pretty well lit. It's going to be like very difficult not to be noticed here. And you've already made your presence known. So
Yeah.
How about some nuts?
They didn't acknowledge my.
You're nuts.
Oh my god.
Yes, they didn't acknowledge my nuts, Brandon. 14?
14. Yeah, no, they see you kind of like side-eyeing the present. Because one of them actually turns to you and does the... Actually, I wouldn't mind a handful of... Oh, is this yours? Are these your names? Was this left for you?
No, is it finished? We were said to deliver it.
Deliver it to... But it was delivered here for the individuals. Who are you?
I lied just now.
I take back everything I said to you.
Ignore my friend. He's a little slow.
Cautious.
Gosh.
Slow and cautious. That can be a good or a negative, depending.
Who are you?
So...
Oh.
The person who stepped forward is the High Elf noble, Lord Ild. And he's very polite as he comes forward to you. But he moves very slowly. And you can see there's, through his skin, there's sort of a graying that's happened. I've come to ask Zybilna if she could restore me to my true form. You see, I was turned into a statue some time ago. I'm able to still function, but everything is kind of at half speed for me in this world. What brings you all here? Do you have desire to seek audience with Zybilna? Or?
I saunter up and I say, what was your name?
I am Lord Ild. That's E-L-D.
ELD? I do apologize for giving you false pretense before, but also, if you don't mind, I reach out and I go to touch his shoulder and I say, Lord Ild, and I see if there is any, again, unicorn horn or curing of his afflictions.
So you feel as though you could draw the unicorn horn forward again. You also feel that it would take a bit more of you to do it this time. So each subsequent try seems to take a bit more to draw it into reality. And you're not sure how many times you can do it. So you do have a choice whether you're going to try it now or not.
Oh.
Knowing the information that it seems to be a finite number of times you may be able to draw it at least in a period of time.
Lord Eld, I ask that well, you stay close to us in your quest, because we ourselves are seeking a presence with Zybilna, and if she is unable to cure your wounds, I do believe there's a chance that we, the Fates, may be able to help you.
Oh, fascinating. Fates. That is what the card says on the package here.
That's why I said I lied. That's why I apologize for the pretense.
You're a bit of a strange one, you know.
I wasn't sure. We came into this castle not knowing how we would be welcomed.
May I ask, you are not frozen, yet many others are. When did you get here?
Everyone you see around who is frozen has been frozen ever since before I arrived. I saw the sign outside. I presume that whoever Dahlia Tempest is one of the ones here frozen, but I've not been able to speak with anyone of that ilk. However, we have had some other servants of Zybilna come forward. They've said that she is indisposed at this time, but some of her sisters have been seeking audience with people who have come and granting requests from time to time. So we stay waiting with the hopes that they return.
You're sure they were people that worked for Zybilna that said that her sisters were taking audience?
Hello.
Oh,
She's like, I'm coming! I'm coming! Ah.
well, they said that they were servants of Zybilna's sisters, and that the sisters could assist us similarly to the way that Zybilna might. Some of them, ooh, careful.
Sorry.
Like, don't mess with it. We've had so many issues with like camera feeds and stuff, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, hi.
Thank God you're here. We're all dead.
There's a Jabberwock.
There is a Jabberwock, though. That's true.
Behind the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So as they've taken some away, I presume, to deal with the things that bit by bit they come by. So we sit here and wait for our turns.
Be glad you were still waiting. Those sisters were not of good ilk, and we killed them.
Oh.
Easy there.
That is news.
That is news.
What did you say?
He said those sisters are not of good ilk and we killed them. And he's like, that's news.
That is news.
The bear kind of saunters up. But the sisters were providing services of Zybilna. What are we to do now? If she is indisposed.
We're not sure that she truly is disposed. Indisposed.
That was in character too.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
You should have seen some of the in-characters.
Oh my God, you missed out.
You missed Bro Night.
You did miss Bro Night.
I'll have to watch the stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to watch the VOD. It was fun.
Bro Night and me witnessing too.
It appears we may have to seek out this Dahlia person to truly
Tempest?
gain interest. Yes, from the sign.
As you say the name, you do feel the warmth of the horn sort of on you, and you feel there's a proximity.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's the one right in between the halfling and the orc.
makes the most sense.
So I'll go ahead and I'll walk over and I'll do it.
As you start to move in that direction, the three of you, kind of like a dream, things around you fade out for a moment.
Oh.
And visions of the past come to your mind. But not your own past.
Yeah.
You weave through dark alleys of a small town. View obscured only slightly through the holes of a mask. Your hand traces along the axe at your side. You finally caught up with him. One more to mark off the list. the bloodlust is overwhelming. Murderous intent only matched by a sense of justice that swells alongside it as you find your way to the warehouse. It's dark inside. Darker than you would expect for humans to move about in. Still, no sense in taking chances. You cast invisibility on yourself as you make your way to an open window. This window seems enormous, and you're able to crawl through it quite easily, setting yourself down and allowing your eyes and dark vision to fully adjust. There, near the middle of the warehouse, stands a man. But not the one you're looking for. He's tall, even for a human. Short hair, broad shoulders. As your eyes finish adjusting to the light, you see a crumpled body at his feet. Blood soaks into the dirt around and ebbs outward. The man pulls out a piece of parchment and wipes away the blood from a rapier, tossing the blood-soaked paper on top of the body and sheathing the blade. I know you're there. Show yourself. I'm not here to harm you. You drop the invisibility and step in the shadows. The man looks surprised at how close you're able to get before he noticed you. As he eyes you, you're able to make out the dead man at his feet is the same that you had come to kill. You look up from behind the mask and speak directly into his mind. You're not afraid of me. In response, his form shifts. Smaller and smaller. You see him take the form of Anna, mimicking her porcelain mask out of his own flesh. And he responds directly into your own mind. There are far scarier monsters out lurking tonight than a young girl in a doll's mask. Do you like to interact in the scene?
Yes.
I know, he gave us all pretty much immediate gun punches, so welcome.
Am I aware, like, this is a vision? Like, what's...
You are living this moment again.
Again? And are you one of those scary, dangerous things?
I can be when necessary.
And what about now?
To you, I know nothing about your cause or anything that you've done. I have no reason to hunt you.
Why were you hunting this one?
He set about a plot to steal money from one of the families within town by marrying their daughter. When his plot went awry, he killed her. The family hired me to take revenge.
Who hired you?
It's a professional courtesy. I tend not to give the names. I assume it would be fairly easy for you to find out, but I can tell you that the family is noble. They had not had any misdeeds. The girl just fell in with the wrong man. I get the sense that you know that this man is, well, was not worthy of this world.
Perhaps. I want to know if there's any more related to this one. Alive.
Interesting. That seems like a nice way to spend the next few days. Let's see if we can find any connections.
I'd rather travel this one alone.
Oh, but you've piqued my interest now.
Your interest is of no interest to me.
Perhaps we'll travel on parallel paths then.
Understand that if you do get in my way, there will be consequences.
I get the sense that you see yourself a monster.
No. I see myself as justice in the world where there is none. And if that's monstrous, that's your prerogative.
I didn't say monstrous. I said a monster. Monsters are not necessarily wrong or right. Some monsters can help deliver justice, and you see him shift again. It grows larger and lanky, and the arms draw out, and the fingers become long. The face becomes hollow and terrifying.
Slenderman.
And in your mind, you hear a high-pitched screaming and buzzing.
It's fucking Slenderman.
Some monsters can be useful for your tasks. And he shifts down.
It's the same Slenderman that I saw in my dream.
How do I know you're not the one who's actually hunting for me? How is it that I know that you didn't come here under false pretenses? Not to kill this one, but to kill the one who's after this one.
He walks over and picks up the parchment of the blood that he'd cleaned his own blade with. You weren't here. He hands you the parchment with the blood in it.
Set it on the ground.
He drops it. Why would I have killed him if I was hunting you, trying to protect him?
I didn't say that you were here to protect him. Merely to catch me off my guard.
And who are you?
I'm dead. To some. To some, I'm a ghost.
Ghosts can have their uses as well.
What's in it for you?
Rare is a case of someone deserving death who has not wronged others, who are willing to pay to see that death achieved. If you're seeking people who have done vile works, I would wager there are people around who would pay to have them dead. It's my trade.
And what do you know about the Thundering Irons?
Kind of looks back. I know this one had been a member. I know that they roam the countrysides, taking advantage of caravans, doing far more damage than is necessary to steal or make trade.
And what more do you know?
I know that Revelor seems to be doing nothing about them. They put on a show. But the Irons have been around for a decade more. The fact that they still exist should be a blight. The aristocracy seems not to care at all.
Should you want to accompany me, I need to know what your limits are. Do you have qualms about killing children? Women? Elderly?
I kill those who deserve. I have yet to meet a child who is deserving of death. But all others are fair game.
Do you not think those who are with the monsters are complicit?
Some are, if they are old enough to know that they are with and have no other choice. Children have little choice. Once they come of age, then they are complicit. Once they can leave, they are complicit.
On that much we agree. I will allow you to accompany me. But as I said, get in my way and there will be problems. Any information that you might know, you will tell me immediately.
Likewise, he puts out his hand.
Take your axe.
As you reach out to take his hand, you step forward into the scene in front of you here.
Hello. Oh. Welcome back.
Where are we?
Heart's Desire. The outside of it.
I don't know what that means.
Zybilna's palace.
Oh, what?
Zybilna's palace. We've traveled a long way.
Did she just reappear?
Yeah.
Oh, you're still here. How unfortunate.
What happened?
I had to kick him out of my spot.
Oh,
There should be a plate.
That's the highest pitch meow.
I know.
There should be a plate with 2 pieces of pizza in the microwave.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You know what? Sydney's got to sit down.
I was just gonna
Well, Sydney is his second favorite, so
That's
she'll
true.
live.
That's true.
Sydney's got to sit down. She can't sit on the floor.
I mean, she could, but we'd all have
Like
to
as
join
soon
her.
as I sat him down, he turned around. He was like,
I know,
so
that was so
insulted. And
high.
I thought that was you mimicking him.
I know.
No, I thought that was one of you guys. I turned around, he did it again, and I was like, oh,
I know.
shoot.
I've never heard him go that
That
high.
is manipulation at its finest.
I know. It sounded like he was hurt.
I
I thought maybe he like accidentally stepped on his tail or
I
something.
turned around because I.
He's only ever made that high-pitched meow one more time.
Right.
Sorry, we all got distracted by the cuteness manipulation of Alphonse.
He is very cute.
He is so cute.
Actually,
He was being
so
very
now
good.
I'll have you wait here for just a second too. So, Red,
Yeah.
as Anna appears to you, you're sort of surprised, but you're got a little bit used to this now. You turn back and
Okay.
start to put your hand forward, and again, like a dream, darkness and visions come back to your mind, and you're all walking through a forest at night in a daze. Between the trees and in the distance, you see lights dancing, torches and other firelight. You have a death grip upon something in your hand as you walk. Fabric. As you stumble between the trees, your eyes glance sideways. It's a bag. Gray. Strange, unnatural color. You exit the forest and walk through the open gates of the small village. And as you approach, you see carcasses of a dozen or more dead wolves laid out. Some they've already started to skin the pelts from. As you enter the town, a woman rushes forward from her home. "Are you okay, girl? Where are you from?" As she approaches you, you see her look change to apprehension. As so often happens when humans see the feral look in your eyes. You open the bag, and there is a rush of power. All around you takes the woman. Her body drops. And a spiritual form exits and draws toward the bag. You chuckle as you think to yourself, she looks like a weasel. More spirits are drawn to the bag as more bodies drop. Some from further away than you can see. The whole town is being absorbed. But then you notice the dead wolves. Their spirits have been caught in the flux as well. Drawn into the bag. No. It wasn't supposed to work like this. This wasn't the deal. You didn't want to trap your family as well. And with the final flash of all the spirits being entrapped in the bag, you're standing here before the group, clutching the drawstring closed upon the gray bag of tricks that Skabatha had given you when you called out for power to avenge your clan. And Yophina has returned to the group.
What a miss.
A lot.
Well, fill me in the important bits.
Maybe in a bit.
Give me 1 second.
Reach out, and you can feel the call of power, and the unicorn horn flashes between your hand and her shoulder as you make contact.
Dahlia Tempest.
And there's a surge of power that radiates around the woman. A few moments pass, and she blinks.
Oh god.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I don't know.
We are a bunch of weirdos, so.
For you, you had just been talking to the two that are on the other side of you, and suddenly there are many more people in this tent. There are badgers playing lutes, which wasn't happening before. And there's a conversation about whether to put cream or jam on scones happening between a couple of the others across the table. But there's a group of very armor-clad travelers all sort of surrounding you. One of them with his hand on your shoulder.
Oh, man.
I'll take that off.
Who are you people? What did I miss?
That's a long story.
Hello,
Who are you?
ignore her. My name is Za'Reddick. We
No one
are
cares.
a group seeking an audience with Zybilna, and I believe you're the one who can get us that audience.
What kind of things are you requesting?
Did we just Beetlejuice her into this room?
She was here.
We have
already.
learned or remembered that when all of these people that are frozen or like statues right now are all in a similar condition that Red was in. And so we've been walking up and trying to remember if we know people's names, then it seems like we're able to recall the unicorn horn to unfreeze them.
Okay.
But we had not successfully done it until just now with someone because we had not found
The name.
a name with a person.
Well, hold. If you're the person who can get us in, why are you frozen? Were you frozen, I suppose?
I was frozen.
You were.
And we believe that Zybilna may also be either frozen or captured, so we would like to seek audience to rescue her.
That can't be possible. Zybilna's the archfey of this realm. She's far too powerful. When you go into your mind and reach out, and there's no answer.
Anna's gonna look over you. Who are you?
No, I'm telling her what.
Okay.
He's a dungeon master.
I'm narrating.
God!
Yeah.
I'm just.
I'm the narrator.
I believe meeting Zybilna is impossible at this time.
Our apologies. We we came to this realm under pretenses of her sisters, the 3 hags. We believe that they somehow took control, and Zybilna is either gone or frozen, like these people here.
I need to assess the situation, as I do not believe that's possible.
As you look on both sides, you do see the 2 that were on either side you were speaking with seem to be frozen in space. The items that they have on them are also frozen. You cannot like remove items or interact with things. But you're free to step out of the hut if you want to look around or
Look around. Look around.
So you step out to the main grounds of the area and look around. There are fairies that are frozen seemingly in midair, not moving but also not falling. Some of the other gardening staff are frozen in place as well. The people that seem to be here and moving are all people that you hadn't seen before time shifted for you. But everyone that you know in this area that should be out and about seems to be stock still. So
I probably go back to the group and what have you done? Why are all my friends frozen?
We've done nothing.
Do we look like we know what we're doing?
She's a stranger. I have no idea who she is. Can I get anything from that? Perception?
So, I guess first off, you move toward her to sniff. How would you respond to someone? Sort of. This is a. Can you describe your character? What you look like?
So I am.
Oh, you're.
I am Squirrelpit at the moment. Hold on 1 second.
That's the cat.
Oh, she's the cat.
I'm playing the cat.
I love
the
that.
other D&D companion.
I love that.
I like
so
scrolled
much.
up to my stats and I was like, wait a second.
I am a cat.
I am not.
I am not
I'm
a
a
cat.
fat boy.
I am not a cat.
So
I'm a kitty cat.
I am a female forest gnome, and I'm trying to find the exact height of me. I know I'm around 5 feet tall. I'm not very tall.
Just describe what you look like.
And I wear wolf furs. I'm kind of a little bit wild. I don't know if I can give away everything, but I act a little wild, kind of dog-like, wolf-like.
Yeah, just keep. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Snarl. She seems to be half raised by, or well, seems to be
Raised by a wild
wolf-like,
animal.
wolf-like, even though she is forest gnomey.
She's a little feral.
Do I have my crossbow on me?
There she is.
Yes.
I would probably step back and draw my crossbow.
The second she does that, I'm grabbing my.
You may want to
Scimitar.
rethink that.
Okay. I'm sensing some tension between everybody.
I start like growling.
Let's all calm down.
I like put my head like on her head, was like holding her back.
So yeah, this is the space of little female dwarf that just came toward you like sniffing, and now she's like growling like.
Cool.
Our pet friend means no harm.
Okay. I'll draw my bow down.
I'm
I'll
still
put it
not.
back on my back.
I'm not putting my shit away.
Would we know like what time of year it is? Would I ask a question of like what year
is it?
Well, but I mean, but really,
Yeah.
because I don't know.
Time in the Feywild is very ephemeral and strange. The people who would come to the Feywild from material planes would all be of different time periods, moving at different speeds.
Okay.
Time does move forward within the Feywild similarly, experience-wise, once you're in it.
Okay.
So from your perspective, there would still be like minutes, hours, that kind of stuff, but it would also be sort of perpetual twilight, just 24/7. There's no day-night cycle.
And no, are there seasons?
No.
Okay.
You can the Archfey of the Realm can decide to change the season of the realm, but it's on the whim of the Archfey.
Okay.
But you might be able to ask sort of a more general how much time has passed.
Okay.
To give a perspective, we came from our realm. Has it been, I don't know, 8 days? Didn't we figure that out the other day?
Roughly, it's been a little more than a week now. But about a week, I would say about a week and a half now.
It's been.
Before we arrived here, we came by way of a carnival. And this sounds a little wild. The carnival itself, we learned, was sponsored by the hags of this realm. We came to this realm and then learned further that they are further oppressing people, stealing people from our realm, and have frozen Zybilna. So we've spent the last 8 days hunting down these 3 treacherous witches and eliminating them.
Wait, you mentioned they froze Zybilna, and there's 3 of them.
Were 3 of them, yes.
Were.
What happened to them?
They're gone.
They died.
But there is a...
We killed them.
I need to find Zybilna and figure out why my friends are frozen.
So, let's go around real quick. Descriptions of everyone.
Okay. Sure.
So Errik was just talking. So this is Errik, his model. But if you can give a description of your character.
Yes. Okay. I am a taller male with long blonde hair. I look...
You're half elf, right?
Half elf, yes.
Yes. The small little ears seem to poke out that I also tend to kind of hide behind my hair. Then I'm wearing a guard type of uniform with a black and gold look with a red cape. And then I also wear a prayer bead necklace around my neck. And look about for an elf to be in their mid-adult life or early adult life.
Okay.
So Zav, let's find here. There we go.
So Zav is a half orc. He stands around 7 feet tall. Got green skin. Got black hair that's kind of pulled back into a top knot. Heavy armor. He's got shield, spear, and he also wears a circlet on his head that is definitely magical and kind of looks imposing. That thing could probably fuck you up if you wanted it to. He's never actually used it yet, but we'll see.
It could fuck you up.
More for intimidation factor.
It is pretty intimidating, and as even more so than half orcs generally tend to be. I think that's about it for him.
Okay.
So let's do Anna.
So that's Anna.
Is she wearing her mask right now? Or
She is.
I don't think she ever takes it off.
No, I never take it off. So she's a halfling, a very short, stunted halfling. She wears a broken doll mask on her face.
Very creepy.
And she is kind of the murder hobo of the group.
Kind of?
Shut up.
No, she is.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
She'll cut a bitch.
I think in the same way that I mentioned our pet friend means no harm. This one
Means harm.
May or may not mean harm.
But she means that towards us too. So
it's
it don't
it's
bite.
equal.
Yes, I do.
Equality.
She shows her love.
She's not racist.
Sure.
She hates everyone equally.
These
Her
hands
love
are
language
rated
is
E for
violence.
everyone.
Za'Reddick was the first one being seen. He was the one who had.
Yeah, I do. You do not see those wings. Those wings are only something that I can call at a specific time. So what you really just see is a tall man. I'm an Asimar is my race, but it's human-like. I have silvery white hair, and I'm in purple and gold plate armor with a sword and a shield. So.
And then there's Elkhorn.
And then there's Elkhorn right next to me.
So
Elkhorn!
There's Elkhorn.
Elkhorn!
Elkhorn!
That was a nice.
Who's
That was almost like
a
a
very
dwarf.
old, kind of wiry dwarf that
That's a
seems
nice
to be
fist.
accompanying the group at the moment.
I have a quick back question to ask. during your dream,
Mm-hmm.
did you have wings sitting with Sagamore?
No.
Okay. Was just curious.
That's a good question, though.
Thank you.
Nope, I lost those beforehand.
Okay. All right.
No, you would not lost your wings. You had your own. So your wings would not have been out because your wings are only there when they're called upon.
Yeah.
But this was before you fell. That dream was before you fell.
I'm pretty sure that I fell before I became a paladin. Like that's the whole reason is I sought out to become a paladin after I fell. That's literally what I wrote in my backstory.
Okay, I'll have to go through. I thought that it was you had gone on your quest for the to seek information on demons.
I can send you what I wrote again.
Okay. So I might have to like rework that a little bit. But.
Okay.
So with all the group introduced and everything, you're unable to reach Zybilna. You obviously have verified something has happened. The Hourglass Coven, the sisters, are apparently gone according to this group. And you know that may mean things. You also know that...
I like the way you worded that.
Yep.
Yeah. You also know that if the palace is not receiving from Zybilna at any particular time, there are certain protections and such that will go into effect for the palace. You do not know what all of those are. You know some of them. So you will know that to begin sort of looking around for things, you will need to be careful.
I believe one of the last things said was you need to find...
I need to find her, yeah.
Errik in every way that Errik always has. Saunters over to you.
Yep.
I'm still growling, though.
Places his head on your shoulder
I'm timid.
and says,
You can.
"We are aligned in this task. We promise to help you find Zybilna if you'll help lead us to her."
Oh, what did we tell you about making promises in the Feywild?
I would probably take your hand off my shoulder and be like, I don't trust you all, I just met you.
If it weren't for us, you'd still be frozen in time.
Ah, yes. Burning someone. I'm sure that gains their trust.
Can I?
I'm
sorry. I'm going to punch Anna if she said that in character.
No, I think
I did.
I'm punching her.
Alright, so
Are we rolling initiative?
first off, the two of you roll initiative.
Okay.
Is there any way to intervene in this?
God.
I don't have divine intervention.
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Actually, no,
like to
I
think
do
that-
have divine intervention, but not. It's a 10% chance, and I'm not using it for this.
Oh, fuck
I
me.
mean, I do
I'm
the
sorry, you said-
same feeling as if
17.
Errik always feels towards this.
She wins.
I do.
Okay, so
Oof. But I'm gonna use my inspiration for that one. I think.
So what was your
17.
17?
You said perception, right?
Yeah. And
Much better. 21.
21. Eric can roll perception as well. Roll initiative as well. You.
That's 18.
Oh, that's a 9.
Roll initiative as well.
Thank you.
So this is happening.
I'm just like watching this all unfold, like with my head tilted, like what the hell is happening?
She like digs into
We're
Eric's
going
bag and
after
gets
her,
some
and they're
nuts
going
and just like.
So what was your initiative?
14.
14. So you both do notice the situation before it occurs and start to move. However, Anna sees the movement from Za'Reddick and goes first before anyone. How would you like to respond to...
I'm going to cast Heat Metal at 5th level.
Oh my god! This man is wearing all full metal armor.
Oh my.
So this, and this is probably, I think this is the highest level spell you got. So this is gonna fuck him up.
Alright, let me get some d8s.
It's the
There's
butts
People
touch.
that it's the butts touching.
Yeah, the pyramid butts touching.
You wanted to punch me. There are consequences.
Do you need more?
Hold on. Let me count.
Maybe. And then you'll just have to come here
Alright.
by yourself because I'll be out
So
of
I
the
get
campaign.
2. And
character.
2.
Why'd you do that?
Because I'm sick of her shit.
Do this if you wanted to catch up.
Hold on,
You
I got
don't
it.
have to if you-
I'll catch up later because like
Okay.
right now, like my character doesn't really know anything.
So
Anyway,
2.
so I don't know what to persuade me.
So
We've always-
3 more.
Brandon
Oh,
has
look, I
been
have
able to
3.
always share what's happened. Like, it's happened. You know what's happened, but you come back.
All right. Hold on.
Beginning of the session, he was like,
I'm
what
not
I
good at
missed.
math.
And Brandon was
It's
like,
alright.
you do know
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
when you have blipped and what the party's experienced when you blip.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So as we
You'd
go,
be
everyone can
okay
fill
to
in.
catch up as a character if you
Would
like.
they have gotten our dreams from
Dreams,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be initially 22 points of heat damage.
What am I rolling for save?
Sorry, hold on. You must succeed on a Constitution saving throw if you can drop the object, which you cannot because you're wearing it. To that I say, do you yield?
Do I what?
Yield.
Fuck no.
I'm going to
I'm
use
sorry,
my
no.
bonus action and cast it again.
So I'm just taking
So-
22 points of damage. There's no way to save myself.
Hold on one second. So, heat metal.
Is it a specific? Does she have to specifically say
On
like
each
my?
of your subsequent turns, you can't do it on the same turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I read that wrong.
So, creatures holding or wearing object and takes the damage from the
Is
creature's
it
succeed constitution
Dahlia
throw,
Tempest?
or drop the
Is that it?
Yeah.
Doesn't drop the object, has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of the
Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can.
Succeed or drop the object if it can.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works with
Armor.
armor.
So I'd have to succeed on the Constitution saving throw or take the full damage.
Or drop it, but I think
The wording is really weird.
it is.
It is. It's very, it's very
Pretty
strange.
So she'd have to maybe say the specific piece of armor of mine that she wants to heat metal, and if it's like my chest plate, I wouldn't be able to drop it.
Well, it says the suit. It says choose a manufactured metal object such as a metal weapon or suit of heavy or medium metal armor. So I'd imagine if she wants to, it's the full. But obviously DM's discretion.
Yeah. I'll leave it to DM's discretion.
What did you actually do, and then what did she actually say? I'm for the Recaplian.
For the Recaplian purposes.
I just said, yes, trip her with and give her a guilt trip. That'll gain her trust.
And then Red went to punch her.
What did you say that you saw as guilt tripping?
It's like, well, you wouldn't still be frozen if it weren't for us. Something like that. Where she's like, I don't trust you. And then he's like, well, you would still be frozen if it weren't for us.
Got it.
So there is not a save from the damage. The damage goes through. The Constitution is whether or not you're able to. So say if she did it to your sword. If you wanted to hold on to your sword because you want your weapon, that's what the con save is for, is to keep the weapon in your hand. If you fail the con save, you drop it.
Gotcha.
But because you're wearing the armor, you can't drop it.
Okay.
So yeah, you just.
And now you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Okay. So what now?
Okay, so is that your turn?
Yes. Well, I'm going to move away.
Do I get a attack of opportunity?
I would say, yeah, he's. Before you've been able to cast this, he would have closed distance because that's how you got the sense that he was going to hit you. So, let me. What is going on here?
You're just like, well,
I don't know what
I don't trust you.
Yeah, trust us. We're a great team. We kill each other now and then.
It's literally the first time
we're at each other's throats now.
It's literally the first time we've had
Buds.
inter-party actual combat. There's been spats, but this is the first we're rolling initiative between
I didn't
us.
start it. Ladies don't
start fights,
Who
but they
started it?
can finish them.
What do you mean you didn't start it?
I did.
She provoked it.
Oh, but you're the one who threw the first swing, so you could have been the bigger man and not.
No.
And now you burnt.
As a paladin, I'm done with your shit.
You burnt.
Yeah, this is.
It's funny to say
Oh,
I
no.
didn't start it. You could have been the bigger man.
Oh no, what happened?
This is
GPU.
The game's like, we're not fighting.
this has happened like it had been the
Yeah, the
worst
game
night.
Yeah,
we have had
Sound like
gremlins
children.
all night.
Yeah.
So
It's not
We'll
bad.
just
but
use him.
I was saying he was able to close distance,
Yeah.
so you can move, but he would have an opportunity attack if you move away.
That's okay.
Okay, so you move away. The opportunity attack would be a disadvantage.
Okay. Is it just a normal attack? I can't do anything additional to it, right? Like an act.
Are you using your weapon?
If she's gonna use full metal on me, fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
sorry. I was just gonna punch her to shut her up, but no.
Yeah, as a reaction,
bad.
you can't add any like additional bonuses
Okay.
or anything to it. So it would just be the attack from the weapon.
Because it's not technically your turn.
Well, that's a 10
Nope.
because of the disadvantage.
Yep. And she's going to use her full movement,
So 25 is it?
25 feet.
Okay. So I'll move stuff around once I get things back in here.
I mean, I rolled 7 technically, so if other people have a higher initiative,
Yeah.
then it would
So
be up to them.
you two, I think, having it. So what was yours? Was your initiative?
14.
14.
9.
9. And you had 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go next.
You guys are like, stop!
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just mind my own
Jeez.
wax.
Knowing that, feeling I think in my periphery that Zav is also going to go forward, I will make my efforts towards Red, since I have a better relationship.
It's true, because I also used heat metal on you once.
Yeah. As
feel
much
like-
as
I feel
I've
like-
tried to be nice with Anna, I don't think that she'll return that. So I'm going to attempt to grapple Red.
While he's...
Okay.
While he's
So
burning?
I'm gonna put this out there as well. You would both know heat metal is a concentration, so she has to maintain concentration for it. It's also something that could be dispelled. So dispel magic would work, things of that nature.
Okay. I do believe I have that. Do I? No, I am one of us that does not.
I have it, so I can use it on myself technically.
I have it, but I'm just observing.
That was beautiful.
The comedic timing. Mwah! So good. I loved it.
I guess knowing that, I will run up to. Well, I guess okay. Just so I understand the order of events so far. Red has gone to pull back a punch, and has since then had heat metal cast on him. And are we seeing like the heat metal glowing,
Yes,
or like beginning?
it glows red hot.
Okay.
And he tried to attack with his weapon.
I'm going to.
Well, he hasn't. Well, yeah, he
For the opportunity
for
attack.
the opportunity.
Yeah.
As Erik's planning what he's doing, I'm just like reaching into his bag and grabbing a handful of nuts.
Like it's popcorn. You offer it to Talia.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just kinda like inch over.
And everybody would be like, what the hell is going on?
You know, this happens, but it'll all blow over. Just have some nuts.
We're just going to stand off to the side. I'm just going to be like, what the
I
fuck
don't
is
trust
going
you. You
on?
want some nuts?
Yeah, I'll probably stand over here like, what the hell is going on?
It just, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
Nuts.
With this interchange, I would say you do get like a sniff or whatever. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Because that was how this all started. You were trying to get take a sniff. To
At
like
the Renaissance
it's your
Fair,
fault.
I spent a little money
nice.
Oh,
and I got a dice tower.
Oh